Hello and welcome to Impact History. Today we are going to explore the Norman Conquest of England in 1066, a turning point that reshaped the nation. Picture, if you will, the rolling hills of England, a land steeped in ancient tradition, on the cusp of extraordinary change. The year 1066 marked the end of Anglo-Saxon rule and the dawn of a new era under the Norman reign of William the Conqueror. This wasn't just a change in who sat on the throne. It was a seismic shift that reverberated through every facet of English life, its language, its laws, its very fabric. Join us as we delve into the profound and lasting impacts of this pivotal event, exploring how the Norman conquest irrevocably altered the course of English history and left an indelible mark on the nation we know today. In the wake of their victory at the Battle of Hastings, the Normans, led by William the Conqueror, set about securing their grip on England. Central to their strategy was the imposition of a new social and political order, the feudal system. Imagine, if you will, a pyramid of power. At its apex stood King William, the ultimate landowner. He granted vast tracts of land, known as fiefs, to his most trusted Norman lords, who in turn swore oaths of fealty to him, pledging their unwavering loyalty and military service. These lords, now the powerful tenants-in-chief, subdivided their lands, granting smaller fiefs to their own followers, creating a chain of obligation and service that extended down through the ranks of society. This hierarchical system, unfamiliar to the Anglo-Saxons, transformed the English countryside. Anglo-Saxon nobles, once powerful in their own right, were dispossessed of their lands, replaced by a new Norman elite. This redistribution of power had a profound impact on the social fabric of England. Castles, symbols of Norman might, sprang up across the land, a constant reminder of the new order. The Tower of London, a stark and imposing fortress, stands today as a testament to the Normans' determination to secure their hold on their newly conquered territory. The feudal system, with its emphasis on loyalty, service, and military obligation, became the bedrock of Norman rule, shaping the political landscape of England for centuries to come. The Norman conquest wasn't simply a political and social upheaval, it was a linguistic earthquake. With the arrival of the Normans, a new language, Norman French, became the language of power, spoken in the royal court, in the halls of justice, and in the homes of the newly established elite. Imagine the Anglo-Saxons, their language suddenly relegated to the fields and the marketplaces, while the conqueror's tongue echoed through the corridors of power. This linguistic divide had a profound impact on the development of the English language as we know it today. Over time, a fascinating process of linguistic fusion began to take place. Anglo-Saxon, the language of the common people, didn't disappear. Instead, it absorbed Norman French words, adapting and evolving. Words like court and justice, reflecting the Norman influence on law and governance, became woven into the fabric of the English language. In the kitchens of the land, Norman culinary terms like beef and pork found their way into everyday speech, alongside Anglo-Saxon words for the animals themselves. This linguistic blending, a slow and organic process, gave birth to Middle English, a language that bore the imprint of both conqueror and conquered. The Canterbury Tales, written by Geoffrey Chaucer in the late 14th century, stands as a magnificent example of Middle English literature, its rich tapestry of language reflecting the fusion of Anglo-Saxon and Norman French. The Norman conquest, while a tumultuous period, enriched the English language, setting it on a path of evolution and adaptation that continues to this day. The Normans, renowned for their administrative prowess, brought with them a zeal for order and documentation that would leave a lasting mark on England's legal and administrative systems. Imagine, if you will, a kingdom meticulously catalogued, its resources and inhabitants recorded in meticulous detail. This was the Domesday Book, commissioned by William the Conqueror in 1086. This extraordinary document, a testament to Norman efficiency, was a comprehensive survey of landholdings, livestock, even peasants' pigs, providing the king with an unprecedented level of knowledge about his new realm. But the Domesday Book was more than just a census. It was a tool of governance, enabling the Normans to assess their tax base, settle land disputes, and consolidate their control over England. Its legacy can still be felt today, providing historians with an invaluable window into the social and economic life of 11th century England. The Normans also introduced legal reforms that would shape the development of English common law. Trial by combat, a Norman import, saw disputes settled through armed combat, while trial by ordeal relied on divine intervention to determine guilt or innocence. These practices, though seemingly archaic to modern eyes, reflect the Normans' emphasis on establishing law and order in their new dominion. The Royal Courts of Justice, a grand edifice in London, stand as a symbol of the enduring legal legacy of the Norman Conquest. The Norman Conquest wasn't just a transformation of power and language, it was etched into the very landscape of England. The Normans, master builders of their age, left an indelible mark on the country's architectural heritage, their castles and cathedrals standing as enduring symbols of their power and piety. Imagine, if you will, the imposing silhouette of a Norman castle, its towering keep dominating the skyline, a visible reminder of the Normans' military might. These castles, built at strategic locations across the country, served as both fortresses and symbols of Norman authority, their sturdy walls a deterrent to rebellion. But the Normans were not just builders of fortresses, they were patrons of the arts, their religious zeal finding expression in the construction of magnificent cathedrals. Durham Cathedral, begun in 1093, is a masterpiece of Norman Romanesque architecture. Its soaring arches and massive pillars are testament to the Normans' architectural ambition. These cathedrals, often built on a grand scale, served as centres of religious life, their intricate carvings and stained glass windows inspiring awe and wonder in those who entered. The Norman Conquest, while a period of upheaval, ushered in a golden age of castle and cathedral building, transforming the English landscape and leaving an enduring architectural legacy that continues to inspire awe and wonder today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most transformative events in English history. The Norman Conquest, a pivotal moment in time, irrevocably altered the course of England, leaving an indelible mark on its language, laws, and landscape. From the imposing grandeur of Norman castles to the intricate beauty of their cathedrals, the legacy of William the Conqueror and his Norman followers is woven into the very fabric of English society. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for more historical explorations here on Impact History, where we'll delve into the fascinating stories and events that have shaped our world.